Disturbing fraternity hazing exposed by cops.
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on? Anyone?
Why is Brett hitting a T-pose back there? I feel like this is very uncanny. This feels like an AI backrooms video. Like they're all just like standing in a wet basement shirtless.
Anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on?
It's pitch black with a speaker.
Anyone?
Can somebody explain this video? Fraternities, I'm assuming in the whole world, but this is a U.S. fraternity at least. I only know about U.S. frats. U.S. frats are for men, sororities are for women. Frats haze their pledges. Pledges are people that have dedicated their choice to the frat, but they're no longer a member. They're not a member of the frat yet, right? So if you pledge to a frat, you're like Teak. You're basically saying, I am choosing to be a part of this frat. I want to join. And then you're going through like a hazing process because you're rushing this frat. And it's basically where the people that are, older in the frat that are, initiated members and have been past the initiation or the hazing are now doing that on you. Sometimes it's very simple things like, making fun of you. Bullying, effectively. Sometimes it's like bullying you. Sometimes it's making you drink a lot. Sometimes it's making you do drugs. Sometimes it's making you strip naked and walk in a circle while you hold the guy's dick in front of you and walk in a circle. There have been people that have died from hazing, and so the U.S. has a much more strict rule set for frats. Frats have gotten kicked off campuses for doing crazy things where they've, killed people within their frat. There was a recent case, I think it was in Pennsylvania, where they made a guy drink like a fifth of vodka or something, and he was unconscious on the couch for like hours. Nobody helped him, and then he died. So yeah, it can get pretty bad. Most frats are not taking it to that extent. Like that, I don't want you to think that the average fraternity is doing that to its pledges. But this is one where they're probably right now. I don't know what they're doing. They look wet and shirtless. I don't know what was next. I don't know what they were doing. Were you in a frat? I was never in a frat. I had gone to frat parties, but I never joined one. Did you ever want to join one? Hell no. Because of this. Because it's like you pay to be in a frat. And they bully you before you're their friends. There is valid things, like frats do a lot of charitable stuff as well. Like there's a lot of good fraternities. Like I'm not knocking on the entirety of a frat as a whole, right? Like fraternities can do a lot of good. They can breed a lot of connections for people within college for when they're out of college. They do provide some sort of benefit, right? But they also have a lot of downsides.
Police and firefighters responded to the Alpha Delta Phi fraternity house after a fire alarm went off.
You got it.
Fire alarm went off. They didn't call and say that it wasn't an emergency. Oh, so this is just like a coincidence that they're going to stumble in here?
Pretty good, how are you? Good.
Joe, they are all thinking, do not go in the basement. Do not go in the basement. Guaranteed right now. This guy with the backwards hat is like, how do we keep them out of opening the basement door?
Hey, guys.
Why does every frat look like this? Actually, why every frat house feels like a house that was built in the 60s and has like clearly repainted walls, but like so much repainting that it feels like it's just like dripping off. There's like a level of moisture. It always feels wet.
Hey guys, what's going on here?
Is a frat house where all of them live? No. Not every member of a frat lives in a frat house, but a lot of them do.
Let's
going on?
While downstairs checking the fire alarm, officers stumble upon a fraternity hazing situation.
Dude, imagine being a firefighter in full gear, thinking that a house is on fire and you stumble downstairs to like 30 half-naked men in a basement. I would be befuddled.
Sam's house.
Yeah, I'll definitely need 133 here.
This is the alarm here.
All right, who's in charge?
They have a fraternity president. They're just, I feel like it's him. Like there's no way. For him to go, it's gotta be him.
Looks like we have quite a bit of hazing.
What level is hazing illegal as a whole? I don't actually know what. I'm gonna Google that. Is hazing illegal? Hazing's illegal in 44 states. Wow. But I know frats still have, but it's like what constitutes as hazing? That's what's like very confusing to me. Somebody said, can you say no to hazing? Yes, you could say no to hazing. Yeah, no shit, you could say no to hazing, but it's like a level of peer pressure, and then you're also just not going to be in the frat if you don't get hazed. They'll just kick you out. So it's like a social pressure.
So I'm asking
Is there a hierarchy? Yeah, you have a frat president. You have a leader.
you, who's in charge?
We can talk upstairs.
No, we're going to talk right here. Who's in charge?
A couple of us are. I mean, I don't know. I don't. Yeah.
I don't see a point in why he wouldn't just tell them, because frat presidents are it's public info. Even if they were like, I don't know who's in charge here. Like at some point they'd be like, this is the president of this frat.
I don't have to tell you.
Okay, well, we need to find someone who's in charge,
All right.
because this is ridiculous. Hey, this stops here, guys.
Oh my God, they're blindfolded
This is a police department.
and they're covered in like mud. What the fuck?
This stops here. Who's in charge?
They're upstairs.
I just, the problem with that I've always had is like, if you were hazed, because when you get hazed, they can be like really fucking mean to you. Why would I want to then be that guy's friend? You know? Because once you're past the hazing and the initiation, now you're a part of the frat. So like now you're boys. And so I'm supposed to be like, dude, you didn't make me like do all that for like what the fuck? But it's like a constant, it's like it's an initiation, but it's they did it to me, so now I have to do it to them. You know what I mean? Not a tradition, because when you say tradition, it makes it sound good. What would that be called? Like, is there a word for that? Where it's like, they bullied me. Yeah, it's like a cycle, not a tradition. Because a tradition makes it seem like there's like culture a part of it. It's not even a rite of passage. it's rite of passage is even, I feel like that's making it seem better. Because it's like, they're bullying me, they're hazing me, so now I have to do it to the people that are behind me. And the fucking weirdest thing is you could get hazed by a frat member that's younger than you. The majority of people that are hazed are like freshmen or sophomores that are joining a frat and they're getting hazed by juniors or seniors. But you could be a junior rushing a frat late and get hazed by a kid that's 2 years younger than you. I feel like I would be like, dude, what are you talking? Like, imagine you're 21 and there's a 19-year-old that's trying to haze you. I'd be like, brother, like you're telling me what to do. Like you can't even drink legally.
Start cleaning this up.
I
Everyone
mean, they do, but
can take their blindfolds off.
dude, I just had a flashback memory. Sorry, I'm going to pause this a bunch. I went to a frat party in Philly one time when I was a sophomore. I wasn't 21. And it was like two frats. There was two frat parties, and we went to both. And the second one, it was packed in this outside area, and it was so loud. And the cops showed up, and I was in the back. I'm not advocating for this, by the way. I was in the backyard with a few of my friends and a few people that we had met. And a cop walks out onto the porch, which is like, it's like this balcony that's above everything. And he goes, And he starts screaming some shit. I just hopped the fence. I darted. Everybody just, I saw like 4 people hop the fence, and then it was like a wave, dude. Everybody just ran. I just got out of there. I just fucking ran out of that shit. Then we walked back. I ordered Taco Bell, and then I passed out. That was bad too. There was a few frat parties I'd gone to. The last frat party I went to was my junior year. I didn't go to any my senior year. I went to a frat party my junior year, and this guy recognized me, and he was on like 3 different drugs at once. And he was like handing me these open drinks, and I just took them. And in hindsight, I was like, wow, that was like so stupid. Because he could have put anything in there. Anybody could have put anything in there. It was like an open beer that they would be like, dude, Javart, here's a beer. And I'd be like, oh, thanks, man. Fucking just drink that shit. They could have just drugged me. Never got drugged at a frat party, though. But then I did get drugged at Barstool in Philly. So.
Commands to clear the room and get out of here.
Fuck that place. Never go there.
But no one's moving. Apparently they're taking this pretty serious.
Yeah, I guess.
You in charge?
You said.
Still haven't found out who's in charge?
Might want to ask our house dad.
Where's he
Oh
at?
my God. Is that it? Dude, he can't even fucking speak.
Might want to ask our house dad.
Where's he at?
Summit.
Working at Summit.
House dad?
Summit. That's cool.
So,
So,
you have
obviously-
someone else coming here?
yeah, lieutenant's coming.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Definitely figure out why you wouldn't let me pass you initially.
What's crazy is this cop's probably only like 3 years younger than this dude.
Questionable.
Yeah.
I get it.
I would probably be calling your house dad or whoever to get him here,
I
since ultimately
wish I could.
he's probably in charge, right? Unless someone else is in charge.
A lot of
I
budget.
don't have his number, so.
Yeah.
What's Russian?
You don't have your frat leader's number?
Yeah. Do you guys know how the fire alarm goes set off? And just from it's manual. Goes off.
So it's this one the hallway here. How I got set off, I'm not sure.
Yeah, like the cops can't just walk out. There's 40 naked guys in the basement. They're just supposed to be like, all right, well, there's no fire.
I don't think it was down here. It's upstairs.
I can tell you it was this one.
He was
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're supposed to stay. Hey. You guys had to do this too.
Sounds like you was smoking cigarettes. Sounds like you was just screaming. Like he's just losing your voice.
Yeah. I don't know what this is. I mean, it's not like you guys didn't know there was 15, 20 people down in your basement. Come on. It's not that dumb. It's fine.
And I'm getting a little frustrated.
Dude, it's like this weird, awkward silence because nobody knows what to do next.
That no one's telling me who's in charge of
I
what's
can-
going on.
I mean, can we get the fucking half-naked guys that are covered in mud and piss with blindfolds on to walk out? Like, they're just standing there while everybody talks. I'd be like, hey, can we, like, go upstairs or outside? Like, why are we just, like, sitting here having a chat? The frat can't be mad at you if a cop tells you to leave. That's the line, man. I understand it's like you gotta listen to, like, your frat leader, but I'm like, dude, if a cop's telling me to fuck off, like, you leave.
I can help you out, but I'm not in charge.
Literally,
I'd like to help you, but I'm not in charge.
yeah. I mean, we asked you to call your house dad. And you said,
I don't have his number. Like,
I mean,
How do you not? He's your house dad. How do you not have his
I
number?
don't live here.
Okay, and what are you doing here?
he's a living. He lives upstairs.
Oh, so you do live here.
He
No,
lives
I don't
yeah.
live here.
He lives here. No, I don't live here.
He's your buddy here saying different.
So my name's Lieutenant Carlson, University of Police Department. Who's in charge of the house?
Oh, this is an Iowa frat.
Our house dad's at Summit.
Okay, we need him now.
You think this is Iowa State?
He's at Summit.
Okay, can we get in contact with him?
Call
Here's the
Summit.
deal. From what I'm being told, this is like shutting down chapter type stuff.
That's
I
fine.
need to start talking now.
It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fine. I need to talk to people.
You call Summit.
Oh my god, it's 1 in the morning, dude.
Can I call someone?
Yep.
I'm not calling Summit.
I have no contact with Summit. You're not being very helpful.
No, they're
Nobody
not.
in here has any way to contact.
Sorry, out of curiosity, I want to know what day of the week it was. It's November 15th of 2024. It's a Friday. I was going to say, if this was on like a Tuesday.
The guy that's in charge of this house.
Why? I don't know. It'd just be more crazy if you were just like... I feel like being hazed at 1 a.m. on like a Tuesday would be a lot crazier than like, you know, the weekend.
This is all going in their apartment, so we're only making the situation that much worse.
The frat's cooked. I'm walking out if I'm one of the kids getting hazed right now. I'm going, why the hell am I doing this? This frat's not even going to be a thing in 6 months. I'll see you over at the next frat. I'm going to walk over and see if they'll let me join.
No contact.
Okay, we need to find somebody that does.
No one does. It's a house dad.
That you all,
Anybody in my chat that's in a frat or was in a frat, I'm taking it out of sub only. Don't lie. Because I know I have viewers that are in frats. I have like, who's in, not Sketty. Oh my God. Chat, who's the chatter that comes in here all the time and tells me how he gambles a lot and he's drunk and he's in a frat? 10 tacos. Yep, there we go. 10 tacos. Imagine this was 10 tacos. Imagine that's 10 tacos. Not me. Me. Okay, so 8%. 71 people are saying they've been in a frat. Did you guys have hazing like this? Like, I've heard crazy stories. The craziest story I ever heard was from one of my friend's dads. Because hazing is still bad in a lot of frats. But it was worse, like on average, it was worse, you know, years ago. Like, your parents' frats were crazy. I remember one of my teachers that was in a frat said he had to steal shit. He had to go steal signs from a bar. And so he would walk in, just stand on a step stool, take a fucking poster, and just run. Which is just committing, like, petty theft. And then there was another one where this is the craziest shit. Whether or not this is a fake story, I don't know. They would stand in a circle, and there would be an Oreo in the middle. And they would all have to, you know, choke the chicken. And whoever, you know, went last had to eat it. Soggy biscuit. That's a line. That's a hard line, right? Like, how good can the frat be that you're like, I'm willing to do this for, you know, it'd be crazy too. Imagine you're the guy that's just like, you're in the circle and everybody else is just, you know, ripping it and you're just standing there just staring. You're just like, Joe, you have to, man. You're like, no. I'll be the last.
weren't you all supposed to have contact with him?
I feel like that, yeah, you assert dominance, you'll be like, I'll be the last one.
I never see him.
What's his name?
Eric.
Eric, you don't know.
Take one for the team, they start crying. Dude, that'd be nuts. But that's just fucking crazy. I'm like, I understand there's a level, and we were just watching a video about how, like, people in a higher position of power than you telling you to do something, so many people just do it, especially if the people around them are doing it. But I'm like, this is hazing, but like, I get the kids going, yeah, I'll stand shirtless, covered in mud in a basement with a blindfold on, right? Like, they're not hurting me, but it's still fucked, right? But the second they're like, all right, you guys got to walk in a circle and grab each other's dicks, I'm like, no. Sororities would do crazy shit too. I heard about one called Coke or Blow, or Blow or Blow. One was cocaine, the other one was something else.
No, no. You're just blocking the door so we can't see you live here. How does nobody live here then? Just hanging out?
Frats notoriously are talked about in the hazing sense the most, but sororities also haze their members.
No.
You tell me.
No, you tell me.
I don't know.
You go to University of Iowa?
Yeah.
You do? What's your major?
Business.
Business? What's your name?
Why?
Just wondering what your name is.
Jose.
Jose? Jose, what's your last name?
Why?
Just wondering who I'm talking to.
I want to tell you that. I don't want to tell you that.
Okay. How old are you?
21.
What? He's actively drinking alcohol. Oh my God, he's drinking a Bush Peach.
All right.
Want to see my ID?
Yeah, you got an ID or anything to prove?
Oh my god, why is he vaping right now, brother? Just hand the ID.
I think it's fake.
Huh?
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake? You think it's fake or you know it's fake? There's two different things.
Is he trolling the cop right now? I think this guy's rage baiting a police officer.
Campus 142.
I think it's fake. I would check it if I were you.
1 by DL, number at Iowa when you're ready.
It's definitely not Jose.
I go by Jose.
I need to talk to these people here. I need to step over here.
I'll step inside.
Okay.
Oh, did they clear all the guys? Oh, nope.
Is anyone in here that needs medical attention? Is anyone here that is against their will? Is there anyone here who is not participating in this? I.e. a leader?
Is there anyone with any sort of physical injury?
Oh my god, you're one of the leaders? Bro, that's a crazy tactic I didn't even think about. You're one of the leaders in the basement actively hazing the guys, and then you hear the cops, and you take your shirt off, cover yourself in water and mud, and put a blindfold on? Just stand there? Just act like you're a part of it? Holy shit.
No. I'm almost.
Huh?
It's almost like that's something about with the guy standing here. What's all over you guys?
It's just water.
Just water? What's on that dude's tie?
I'm not sure if someone.
You?
I
Come here.
swear to God, if I hear piss or cum, I'm going to freak out.
Serena. Who's old like this?
Nope. You're gonna stand right over there
Why?
because I'm telling it to.
It's my house.
It's your house. You're responsible for everything that
I'm
happened
in this
today.
fraternity, so.
So okay. Check in right there. Get up again.
You know what's nuts is this is where they hold the parties too. Not a guarantee at this frat house, but most frat houses hold parties in basements that are like this dirty.
Get up against the wall. Come over here.
I never had the only frat parties I had fun at were the ones in the spring that were outside. Cause those were chill. Cause there was space. They would sometimes have like a really gross pool that was ice cold and muddy. And there would be, no one would swim in it, but there would be like 5 people that would be peer pressured into jumping into the pool. That was kind of okay. But the winter parties where they would throw them in the basement, I would be more hyped for the pregame, postgame than the actual frat party.
You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna stand with your buddy over here.
Oh, they were like slapping him in the chest. Do you see that?
Milliken, take these two, ask them questions about what's going on their arms.
It's on their arms.
So, are you responsible for the house? No. Okay, who's the house dad?
I just told you he works at f***ing Summit. Go call him. Go there to
What
fucking
was
Summit.
his name?
Eric, I told
Okay.
you. Why are you asking me?
Because it sounds like you're responsible for the house.
No,
Sounds like you have some idea of what's going on.
no.
You're not very forthcoming with everything.
How about you ask the f***ing house dad? What are you, 30 years
Two
old?
we're trying to get a hold of.
Okay, go call him.
You're definitely.
Please.
Stay right there.
Stay here. I'll let me.
You guys got IDs on you?
Yes, sir.
Let's take a look at them. Step back. I don't know you, dude.
This is
Back up.
private property.
Can we? Is there no lights in the fucking house? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we walking around? Why are we? I just realized this. Why are we walking around with flashlights? Is the power out? What the fuck? Do they walk? Is the whole house just dark?
Yeah, I can stay here.
Yeah, but right now we're investigating something that's going on.
Investigating what? There's nothing going on.
Dude, they were definitely playing like Crazy Frog on that shit. Full blast, too.
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on? Anyone? Because you got to see it from my perspective of what the did I just walk into?
Celebration
Nobody? Celebration of what?
of life.
Okay, sweet.
Yo, that's making it sound so much more like a cult. Oh my God. A celebration of life? They were blindfolded wet in a dark basement. What are we doing? Celebration of life. Dude, what's nuts is I didn't even think about this. The guys that are getting hazed are probably like really drunk. There would be ones where it's not like a case race, but they would segment you into groups too, and you would have to fit. It depends on the frat. They do different shit because they just come up with whatever they want to fucking do. I'm just telling you stories about what I've heard, where it's like, because I have friends that have been in frats too. They would give you, I don't know if this counts as hazing because they could say maybe it's partying, but they would all give you like the pledges. You know, they'd split you in groups of 5, give you a 24 rack of beer, 2 bottles of wine, and a 5th of whiskey, and go, you got to finish this by the end of the night. And so it was like, all right, you know, oh my God. He has like bite marks on his arms.
Okay, you too. The reason I pulled you guys aside. We're here for public
That's
safety.
100% hazing? No, I know it's hazing, but I'm saying it's like, obviously hazing's illegal in 44 states. I'm saying what they count as hazing is like a weird gray area.
Yeah, at this point, what's on your arms?
Oh.
Where are you guys going now?
They kind of look like they're covered in oil.
$127. Can I get you back down here? What's on your neck?
I don't know. I can't see.
What is that? What is that? What is that dried stuff on his fucking neck?
That looks like blood, is it? Shine your light. Is it blood?
That's what I'm asking.
Want to taste it?
No.
Okay.
Do you see why we're here? Why we're asking questions?
I don't know. You got the wrong guy.
I mean, bro, we're not getting kudos points right now for nodding along with this.
I was gonna ask those guys questions, and then he told them all to start heading out.
What's up?
I was gonna ask those 2 guys questions, but then they all started following out.
They left.
No,
Oh, is he telling him to leave?
I stopped them, but he was
Misunderstood. Did you pull these guys out?
no. I went to go talk to those guys, and then they started coming out.
Why did we come out?
So I said that. I said they should come out.
You said it?
I did.
So you're in charge. I know you said you're not in charge.
You're not in charge.
Okay. You president?
Yes.
Step aside.
The officers finally speak to the fraternity president.
I'm going to tell you first and foremost, I'm a little frustrated, but we're going to get through it, okay? What's going on tonight?
It's their lead up to initiation.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the deal with what are we doing in the basement?
It's basically a ritual where they're blindfolded
Okay.
and get messed with.
Okay. So the entire time that we've been here, which has now been, I think, 15, 20 minutes, we have been demanding to speak to somebody in charge.
Why would you want to be in a frat? I mean, from the perspective of somebody that's in a frat and from talking to people that have been in frats and going to frat parties, I get there being some level of them being fucked with that they deem worth it. Like, one of my friends was a roach man, and every time there was a blunt, he had to eat it. So if they finished a blunt, they would hand it to him, and he had to chew it and eat it. And from his perspective, it's like, okay, I have to do that. That's gross. But then once he's past it, and he said he swallowed like 20 or 30, like not over a day, but like over the course of whenever he had to do it. And when you go to these frat parties, these guys, like, I don't want to say it's like power tripping, but like they have power, right? When you go to these frat parties, because when you're in college, the majority of people that go to these parties aren't 21, right? Because the reason I didn't go to frat parties my senior year is because I was 21. I could go to a bar. Why do I want to go to a dirty basement, right? I would rather just go to a bar or a club. I have to pay to go, yeah, but you have to pay to go to a frat too. So it's like these guys are basically getting money. And I mean, obviously the money's going to the frat, but they're like doormen and they have, you know, they're cooler because they're the frat parties. And then those frat leaders also have nights where it's parties with other sororities. So it's like, not only is there a power incentive for them to join, they also deem it as like a cool thing to do, right? Because there's parties they have where a bunch of people go. Oh, and there's nights where like frats do nights with sororities, and like a sorority has like a date night with like a frat, and they party together. And then obviously those guys want to get laid or they want to do other shit. So it's like they're seeing it as like, well, long term, I'm getting some benefit out of it.
Where nobody knows you apparently in the house.
Okay.
Nobody knows who's in charge. Like, here's the deal. We have
I'm too European for this. Europeans are different in that Europeans get drunk in a field when they're like 12. Like, the shit I've heard from some of my chatters that live in like the UK, it's like they do crazy shit in Europe, but they do crazy shit in Europe and it's like thinned over a 10-year period. Whereas like in the US, a lot of guys do nothing until like right before college, like senior year. Then they start drinking and then they just go fucking crazy.
hazing event, right? We're going to do a report because we responded to a fire alarm, which we were trying to get people to evacuate because of the fire alarm. But from my understanding, you guys refused to evacuate from a fire alarm after an officer is ordering everybody to vacate the premise. And then on top of that, we find this hazing event. We want to speak to somebody. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anyone. Nobody knows what's going on. This is going in a report. The University of Iowa is going to see this.
Okay.
And with the stuff going around across the country, students dying from hazing
That was the guy I was talking about.
events, I'm not saying it's to that level.
It's not.
I'm not saying any, but the university has a very, very strict policy on hazing.
Wasn't this kid permanently disabled? I think this is the most recent one out of all of them they've showed.
If I can't talk to people and
No, it wasn't.
if people aren't going to cooperate with me, that's their right. They don't have to speak to me. However, that means only my observations are going to go into this report. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to look worse than if people can kind of explain to us what's going on, right? Because then I can at least put your guys' side of the story in it as well. So I guess I want to know what we got going on. Like, you're saying it's a ritual prior to initiation?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm asking for some cooperation and some coordination with your people here.
I will say, you know, it's to his credit, he's acting a lot. I get why this guy's the president off of the surface level conversation he's having with the police. Like, he's being a lot more professional than the guy that was hitting his vape and going, I think this ID's fake.
So just tell your people, like, hey, if that's what people need to do, just politely tell us that, right? So I guess I'm looking for you to kind of be a leader here and help us out a little bit and start trying to keep everybody in line.
Yeah,
Okay?
I apologize.
Okay, let's go back inside.
I just want to, if we can get that guy out of there, I just want to coordinate some way to make sure that there's no injuries, there's nothing.
Where did
They're
which
downstairs.
president?
Yeah.
It's not out.
I just texted him. I said, I told him you gotta leave.
It's your guys' house.
Okay.
However, if the supervisor of the house, president, says he is not welcome here, then I'm going to escort him off proproperty.
I think
If he refuses that, then he's going to be arrested.
we'll
walk him out. Yep.
Okay.
Who? The guy with the Iowa shirt?
I would take care of that because
Yeah,
the longer he stays here,
yeah.
I mean, he's getting close to being arrested.
Oh, the guy that was hitting his vape.
The next day, police
Jose.
pay a visit to Joseph's apartment after he was very uncooperative the day before. After 10 minutes of talking, he again proved to be uncooperative and difficult to deal with.
So you interjecting yourself into that conversation, what
good deciding.
They don't need to talk to the cops. I don't even.
Why are
speak to
you
right
deciding
now.
who they need to talk to, though?
I'm just saying, they're my buddies. They're my friends.
Right. The police are doing an investigation.
About what?
They're trying to figure out what's going on in that
What is?
room.
What was going on in the room? What have you heard?
So they're doing an investigation.
Yep.
You don't dictate.
I don't know, man. Like, why? Like, it's just making it worse to just because they already saw what. Like, just explain it, right? Just be like, hey, they had to stand in a room and he would cover them with like ketchup and mayo and shit. Because that might have been what it was. The one kid looked like he had mustard on his tie. They might just be dousing him with water and shit, and that might not. I don't know the legality on that, right? I don't think it was cum, McChunky. I think that would be. I think that'd be crazy.
The investigation, right?
Yeah,
That's for the police. That's for us to investigate,
hierarchy.
right?
Yeah, I get
right. You understand that.
Yeah.
So why are you dictating who the police can talk to and can't talk to?
I'm just telling my buddies not to talk to them. That's it.
Okay. So you're interfering with the police officers.
Not at all.
job.
Not at all.
Are you?
He never said, "Oh, if you don't get away, you're getting arrested." He never said that once.
He did tell you to step away. He
I
told you
stepped
to
there
walk
for
away.
and then he said it again. I walked away.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
So he asked you
I
to
would
walk away.
like to end this conversation right now, please.
Okay.
I would like to have a word here.
Okay.
And if there's anything actually happening, you can call me again. But it's been a pleasure. Thanks, fellas. So I didn't catch your name.
So this is Lieutenant Travis Tyrell.
Travis.
122,
Pleasure.
I'll take you. What'd you say your name was?
Joseph.
All right, Joseph. All right, so unfortunately for you, at this point, you're being placed under arrest. You can put your hands behind your back.
Joseph was arrested for interference with official acts in connection with the hazing incident. Those charges would be dropped a year later. The Alpha
Yeah, I didn't think they really had much to stand on there.
Delta Phi fraternity was suspended through 2029 for hazing.
See, I actually have a genuine question here. When this frat gets suspended for 4 years, when it can get redone, how does a frat, how do they start it again, right? Because generally speaking, if a frat gets banned, all their members have to disband the frat. So then when it's 2029 and the frat becomes a thing again, how do they get new members and a new president and all that? Like, I'm assuming it's just like, oh, starting a new frat. Like, it's like new members entirely have to be like, this is what we're going to do. And then it's like, you know, you get a new wave of people, I would assume. But like most frats have been going on for years, right? Where it's like a cycle of new and old people. Is it illegal to haze? In 44 out of 50 states, yeah. All right, I got to piss real quick, then we're going to hop into the next video. See you.